brings you the massive #1 from the Righteous Brothers. The Beautiful South, Jimmy Somerville. Elton John, Phil Collins, Robert Palmer, UB40. Tina Turner, the latest from Soul to Soul, Kim Appleby. 32 top chart hits. Now that's what I call music.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream. No, 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 no. That's what I call a live stream.
It's Sunday night. It is 9:30, and it's time for now. It's what I call a live stream. Oh, wrong way. Now it's what I call a live stream. I must apologise. And welcome everyone in the chat. I'll get the chat up on here as I introduce my guest, my regular special guests. I've got Psychic Sharon.
Hello.
And Lainey, we need a nickname for you.
Hello.
An alliterated nickname. Alliterated Lainey. I will say hello to the chat. First off, as always, it's Welsh Wonder here. Welcome along, Susan. And I must apologise for throwing you. It isn't Monday, but I must warn you, the last Sunday live stream I done about 3 weeks ago did roll into Monday, so hopefully not.
Right.
Yeah, and we've also confused Nia as well. And welcome Nespresso. If you are in the live stream and not said hello on the side chat, come along, say hello. I don't bite. One of these might do. And the first
Looney.
Looney.
That's what Google says my name is half the time.
Yeah. So, well, it's YouTube's give you that nickname, haven't they? So maybe we should. But tonight we are moving on from now 17 to now 18, which is not just stuck on there, is actually
album.
It's an actual album with.
I don't hit it. Oh my goodness!
I've probably broke it.
It's like smack the vinyl, why don't you?
Oh god, I can't get it back in either. Oh shit. There. But yes, we're going back and looking at it now 18. So let's get it up on the screen. And here we are. So now 18 was released on the 19th of November 1990. So it is 32 years and 1 day old today.
Oh,
Scary.
wow.
Scary. Especially scary when I was originally working that out. I put 22 years. Because 1990 doesn't seem it should be 32 years ago. Yeah, well, it makes, as Susan just said there, that makes me feel bloody old. It makes us all feel old, I think. But yes, so quickly moving along before we grow even older and move on to the first song, I think. Beautiful South, A Little Time. Your thoughts, people?
A banger, strong contender straight off the bat. I mean, it's just, who doesn't like Beautiful South?
Caroline Mace. I can tell you now straight away, Caroline Mace. It's one of my colleagues at work, and this song actually come on the radio at work like last week. And I was saying, oh, this is on my live stream. And so she went, cannot stand the Beautiful South. Absolutely. And I was like, you kidding? She was like, yeah,
what?
Can't stand them. She doesn't like the Beautiful South.
She needs
some tears.
If your friend's listening, she needs to leave the planet now.
Even if she isn't listening, that'll get cut and it'll be played to her tomorrow, Sharon. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this song is epic. This is
Yeah.
her voice is amazing. The video is fantastic, and I love the fact that, you know, a bloke's come along and he's like, you know what, I need a little time, I need a little space. I'm gonna go out and do what I want and have my own life, and I'll come back and you'll still be there and do what I want what I want you to do, and blah blah blah. And of course that isn't what happens. He
Yeah.
needed a little
And then
time.
she's like, yeah, you think so? You think so? I'm
Yeah.
going to cut off the head of your teddy and stick it on a sharp implement. Well, I love it. I love the video, though, everything. It's like the trashed house,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the everything.
Well, it's like the song is him, like you've just said, going, "Oh well, love, I know you found." It's like he's been caught cheating or doing something like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm really sorry, but I think we just need a little time." And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not you, it's me. I need a little break.
She's like,
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
But then by the last verse, he's a bit smug, like, but I'm not the only one who's been bad. And she was like, yeah, but you're not the only one who's had a good time. Do you think that happened? So, stick it in your face, but I'm getting this. But then again, I was just going to say, I'll get this house, but you really wouldn't want the house afterwards.
Yeah.
Smashed to bits and covered in flour.
Everything. Feathers, flour, the whole lot.
Oh, it is brilliant, that video. It did win Best Music award in the Brits in 1991 for Best Video. Won Best Video, which is, I think it's really good. Just looking at the comments, well, that makes me blue. This album looks good from Nia, so that's a positive. First song, amazing track. Loved it then, love it now. What a fabulous tune.
Sure.
Caroline needs to sort her ears out. Needs her ears sorted out.
Caroline, I'm sure you're a lovely person, but please, you need to listen to some beautiful South and not hate it.
And then Susan as well has just said, I love the knives in the kitchen. Makes me think of Nick and Andrea's. Is that where the knives have gone then?
Yeah.
But yes, this is Beautiful South's only UK number one. It's
really? That's a surprise.
Yeah. Also considering some of the other songs as well, but
yeah, again, there's not one bad song.
Yeah. Well, their album, Carry On Up the Charts.
I love it. It's on my playlist.
It's one of the best-selling albums ever in the UK.
Yeah, I can see why.
I know we've got it somewhere. But yes, and it was the 12th best-selling single of the year, and it was knocked off number one spot by a song which we will look at a bit later.
I guess which one it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Heaton says it's a song about relationships in general. He needs to get in better relationships if these are relationships, his relationships in general. David Rothray, who sings the male on this, said it's an unconventional love song, very unconventional. And Brianna Corrigan, who's the brilliant singer in this, said it encapsulates everyday situation, that love is not always a good thing.
no.
But a lot of the comments below the music video were about how good her voice was.
Yeah.
At least every comment or every other comment was like, her voice is amazing, her voice is amazing. And then people saying it's a shame she left not long after this song. And but they did seem to go through a lot of different female singers, didn't they?
Yeah.
And again, I think of all the different ones they've had, I don't think, again, there's not been a bad one amongst them. They've all been excellent vocalists.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Where was I at? But one of them in the one of the comments really stood out for me, and it was like, my mum and dad used to sing this song in the car as a duet, and it was the cutest thing because it was fun and games. Let's hope it was fun and games, because 2 years ago they might be divorced by now.
Yeah.
Did your dad disappear? It was your bum.
They were like, what was she doing? Ducking from the knives in the back and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was fun in
Fun
games
game.
how they used to wrestle over the steering wheel. And we a couple of times. I wouldn't touch on all
And
that.
this is how they became a magic act when my mum against the board and my dad used to put the knives around the outside. What's that called again? Like, you know, when the
Oh, like, Rich has just joined us. Welcome along, Rich. And so is Gareth. Video Tasties, welcome along. And so is Makamula. And
people.
Hello, people.
I have just got a teenage, well, she's not a teenager, a daughter crawling across the floor trying to get stuff and not appear on camera.
We can see you, little Nem.
Makamula, you've not missed a day, unless, I don't know how drunk you got on Friday. Don't know.
It's the Twilight
yes,
Zone.
But yes, the music video, as we said, brilliant video, and it was filmed in my daughter, who's just crawled across here's bedroom by the looks of it. Because mine is the knives and the dishwasher and everything, the washing machine. That looks like what my daughter's room looks like most days.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
But actually, I would only be joking because her room is so much messier than that, really. But yes, the music video does see them two argue and fight, and it is like Susan says, them knives are brilliant. How it's just set up, it is a fantastic video, really, really well done.
Yeah.
So yes, strong start and now 18.
Definitely strong start. Yeah.
And then we move on to The Joker by Steve Miller Band. A quick fact about Steve Miller Band: he is the actual uncle of former politicians Ed and David. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
so why is he Steve Miller and not Steve Miller Band?
No, he's Steve Miller Band. Steve Miller Band.
No, but they're called Miller Band, aren't they? Or you were joking? Yeah, I just totally went into it. You know what I was doing? I was concentrating on the mask on his face and going, what on earth is that mask? And then I looked sideways because it looked like a soup on the head. I only sort of listened to half of what you said. And then, yeah. Wish that went nowhere. Sorry, people.
Yeah. Do you know that joke I was talking about earlier where my wife was like,
didn't get it.
yeah, my wife was going, I'm not coming on. I
Shall
don't
I
get some of your
sympathise?
jokes.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
That was the joke.
It's
Yeah, I can see why your wife said it. It all becomes clear.
I was too busy focusing on that mask on the before. I was like, anyway, never mind. No, I get it.
So this joke, this song reminds me of this Levi's advert, which it's from.
Can't hear it, Neil. Can't hear it.
There's no music on this. I cut the
Oh,
music
right.
from it. It's all cut up together. Because to be honest, there's a lot of things to say about this advert. One, poor security. Who's let a motorbike up in a lift?
Yeah.
Two, she takes like our skirt and puts our kegs on in the office. Surely that's a disciplinary. Because
Yeah.
I know if I was at work and I just went, oh, by the way, I'm going to get changed, and just slip me bottoms off and put some jeans on, it would be like.
I think you're missing the point there, Neil.
Yeah,
She
no,
looks like she doesn't really give a crap
I think
right now. If like some hot guy pulls up on a motorbike in the office, are you going to go, oh no, I don't think I'll put these jeans on and just hop on this motorbike? Oh no, because I'm going to get a disciplinary.
To be honest,
Off you go,
the
mate.
hot
I'll
guy,
see you
I would
next
probably
week.
go, I'm sorry, mate. You're quite not me type. But yeah, that's what I got from that. Like, surely someone is gonna see the heads roll. Either her, security guard, both.
But it's not her. She's off on the motorbike. She's gone.
Steve.
Well,
Steve,
has
She ain't coming back.
Has her leave of absence been authorised by HR? That's another thing. There, has she been given permission to leave early during the day? There's a lot of things in question about this advert. I'm sorry.
I don't think she cares.
Yeah. She really doesn't care.
Yeah.
Will
You
come
seem
in the
to care
morning.
more- You seem to care more for her than she does.
Yeah.
And no.
I don't think he sounds like he sings like he sounds. No, I don't think he looks like he sings. Wait a minute, what's the word?
Yeah, look like he
doesn't look
sings.
like
That's
he
it.
should sound.
I think
Yes,
we
that's
we
the
came
word.
to the we came to the conclusion that he is just a generic 70s guy, and he was wandering down the corridor and somebody thought he was Steve Miller. It was like, quick, come on, you've got to get on stage. And this guy's just winging it. He's like, shit, I'm not Steve Miller.
And he's got
Yeah.
some like wedges.
And he just doesn't look right. Yeah. Those
And
collars.
Susan says, what a colour.
Did you spot the looky likey?
No.
Mm.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
The drummer is
Yes, with the yellow thing.
Yeah, well, he is Seth Armstrong from Emmerdale in his youth.
Oh, see, I missed that.
Armstrong?
Yeah.
I missed that.
The drummer looks like Seth Armstrong.
Is he on my next slide? Oh, no, he's even blocked. Steve Miller's even blocking him.
Oh, no.
No, but the thing that I played that clip a bit premature, because this is another thing. What this song reminds is just there.
Yeah.
Every time this song comes on, you're just waiting for that. And sometimes I just even do it when it comes on. I've had a discipline over that at work.
Yeah,
so.
it's one of those classic songs, isn't it, that everybody knows.
Oh, yeah. It's, like you say, it's a massive track. Originally released in 1973, where it was number 1 in the US and the 40th bestseller in the year, but didn't even chart over here in the UK. In 1990, on the back of the Levi's advert, it did get number 1 in Ireland, the Netherlands, New Zealand, and the UK, and it was the 24th bestseller in the UK in 1990. Strangely, it got to number 1 in the UK by beating Delight with Groove Is in the Heart.
All right.
Initially,
Groove Is in the Heart. Oh, okay.
They thought Groove Is in the Heart and this song had sold the same amount of singles. And it was done on percentage-wise. Like, I think it was how much it increased on the previous week. So these increased by something like 50-odd%. Groove Is in the Heart was only about 30-odd%. But then when they'd done a count back on it, this song sold 8 more singles than what Delight's Groove Is in the Heart is, which is absolutely crazy when you think
just
this
8.
sold
That's insane.
8 more. This song in the UK in 1990 sold over 400,000 copies. So when you think of how many copies in 8 was the difference between...
Oh, there he is. Seth. Is that Seth Armstrong, Lainey? I can't see.
Yes.
Yeah, Seth Armstrong.
Yeah, there he is. There's the drummer.
I can see where you come from. A young Seth Armstrong.
Young Seth Armstrong.
I've confused someone else. Sorry, Michelle. I didn't realise you were on. Sorry. All you have missed is Beautiful South, A Little Time, and Ed and David's uncle, Steve Miller Band, is on now with the Joker.
Oh, God, no, stop.
But yes, the music video is...
I like how you're cracking yourself up.
To be fair, Sharon, it all went wrong when I said goose dumps earlier on, didn't it? I mean, that was kind of be the start of it, wasn't it, really?
Oh, yeah.
I said goose dumps instead of goosebumps.
Goose dumps.
Yeah.
Right.
Goose dumps. Yeah.
You want them on your arms.
So you no longer get goosebumps. You get goose dumps.
Michelle, not get British politics based jokes. Sorry, Michelle. It's something. Just let it go. This music video.
No, so we just didn't get the joke.
Michelle, you're not alone with a gun over your head. I'll let us tell you. The music video was originally from 1973. Didn't bother recording a new one, and so there you go. Next up, we go to Elton John in Sacrifice, a song where Elton takes a 3-syllable word and turns it into a 6-syllable word. Because it should be sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice. And It's followed by the next line. He follows it up by the next line and saying, "In a simple world, Elton, you're making the world more complicated by putting in more syllables." You know what I mean? It's not a simple world when you go a Sakharine.
Like, we thought this was a Russian hat, but now I'm thinking it's not. On that picture, doesn't look quite Russian.
I don't know what kind of.
Because I thought
It's kind of a weird, like Victorian hat or something. I don't know. It's weird.
yeah.
What gets me is why Elton John wore hats around this time. Because when you see him now, he's got a lovely full head of hair, but back then he always wore hats. And it's...
Covering his.
Oh, I wonder why that could be. Let me think.
I don't know why, because he's got a lovely thick head of hair. If you see him now, he's got a lovely thick head of hair. He'll always be wearing hats.
Hang on, right, hold on. Let me just say, right, work this out. So at that point in time, he's wearing hats. I wonder why. And now he's got older, and he's got lots of money. He's got lots of hair. I wonder why that could be.
I don't know. I don't know. Did he not like his haircut at the
It's
time?
what? Hair transport?
A hair transplant?
Yeah, well, didn't he used to wear
Yeah.
didn't he used to wear like a merkin there at one point? Like
A what? Sorry?
he used to have a merkin.
What are you saying? Elton John's gay?
No,
He had a merkin. What? I don't understand all this.
he's only married to a man, but he's not gay.
Makamula said it. It's a Thunderbirds hat.
Oh yeah, that could work.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
black
true.
rather than blue. It is. It's a
Oh.
Thunderbirds hat. I
Elton
think
John's a
the hair was
Thunderbird.
stitched into
Who'd
his
have
hats.
thunk it?
There you go.
Mm.
That was also work.
Michelle
Be like
said
one of
that-
those Scottish Jimmy hats.
Yeah. Michelle says that's a Southern black woman's church lady hat. So there you go. So
Yeah, it is. It's yeah, definitely.
he tried to create his own. I thought American was a wig for a pubic area lady.
It is.
Oh, it's right now it becomes clear, lady.
In the 70s, when he was doing, Crocodile Rock and all that, right, he was literally like, he had not very much hair here. Then all of a sudden, he got this merkin thing.
Right. Okay.
It was probably a wig, but it looked the size of a merkin. So
Susan
Yeah.
said,
Oh,
"Dickhead
stop
speak
it.
tonight."
I've learned something new tonight.
did you not know that?
We're gonna have words after, lady. No, I've never used that before in my life.
Yeah. I assume Americans for men and women doesn't just necessarily mean women, is it? I don't know.
No, American is
I got right.
American's like a pubic wig, a stirrup or a wig's like a.
Why would you need it? Why would you need a wig for down there? Is my question.
I don't know.
And like off
To
topic.
be honest, what's getting me is why Elton John would need a wig because he's got a lovely head of hair.
Yes, he has.
He doesn't need a wig. He shouldn't have been wearing hats. He's got a lovely head of hair.
Maybe he bought a Merkin factory.
He sacrificed his hair. It was a sacrifice.
So this song was initially released in 1989, but only got to number 55 in the UK charts and number 18 in the US. And it was down to Steve Wright in 1990 who started playing on Radio 1. And soon it got more and more airtime, then more and more DJs started playing it. So he re-released as a double A side with Healing Hands. And this is also Elton John's first UK number one. And it was the third best-selling album in 1990. Yep, Elton John's first.
This is his first number one? No way. That is a bit of a shocker.
Mm.
So there you go. First number one, which surprised me because I thought Crocodile Rock or something from the 1970s would have gotten there. But first UK number one.
Wow.
Sorry?
Pinball Wizard or something like that. I thought that would have.
Yeah. No, first number one. The music video sees this man make
Okay.
the sacrifice of leaving the T-Birds so he could start dating this woman, because obviously she wasn't a pink lady. But then that might have been a mistake, because it all goes downhill, because obviously he doesn't know how to hug.
I don't know.
She
Can I
runs
just
off.
stop you there, because Susan thinks it's Chris Isaac.
Yeah, and I thought it was the guy out of Lucifer, the guy who plays Lucifer.
Lucifer, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom
something, yeah.
Yes. It shows you how bad quality my webcam is. I got said, or when I was doing a live stream on Video Tasties before, there's someone in the chat said I looked like him. I thought, brilliant. I'm never going to get a new webcam.
Yeah, taking that 720.
Yeah, but doesn't it get to the point where he's rocking a cradle or something?
Well,
Yeah, that was a bit odd.
So then we
yes.
decided it was Elton John's Merkin. It was just
Tom
me.
Ellis. Tom Ellis is the guy.
Yeah, Tom Ellis, yes.
But yes, they got together, and obviously he doesn't know how to hug. She starts as a runner, and he's left rocking the
She kind of
cradle,
comes
which
trapped in
is
the suitcase.
yeah, it's a bit weird that way. He's just
Yeah,
rocking
but
the.
there was no bit of
Yeah.
being pregnant or having a baby or anything.
Perhaps he
Yeah.
stole the baby, and that's why she's left him. Ooh.
What gets me is what was happening in 1990, because you had the Beautiful South with their like breakup song. You have this music video where they're like, with relationships just really bad in the early 90s.
Yeah, because what's coming next? Is it something? It must have been love. Must have been love.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, bear with us 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm just trying to get one of me daughters. Get to bed now, please. Getting her sent off to bed. Postnatal depression, Macamula is saying, yes.
Possibly.
Also, gratuitous male nudity. It's only partly male nudity, because I think he's got his pants on. And it's done in a tasteful way, so I'm going to allow us this week, Susan. But yes, the music video is the story of this, and Elton's head. A bit like Sinead O'Connor, the setting.
Yeah.
Studio.
Do you know what it actually reminds me of? It actually reminds me of the token Holly off Red Dwarf. This one and Sinead O'Connor, actually.
Yeah. But yes, that was Elton John, and like you said, Roxette is next. With It Must Have Been Love. Obviously, it'll probably remind you two of this movie, Pretty Woman.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because my wife was like, "Oh, this is Pretty Woman." This straight away as soon as she hears this song.
Yeah,
always
again, I would imagine that was probably the biggest selling film of that year, I would imagine.
Yeah. Another
Mm.
massive hit
Yeah.
that Susan can't stand, she's saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can't stand the film, she can't stand nothing.
So,
Wait, I'd
That's a
never
big
seen
no-no.
that film until I'd started like going out with my wife, who like my girlfriend at the time, now wife. Hadn't seen the film at the time, and she said, "Oh, I love."
Oh,
this
did she
film."
make you? Did she make you watch it?
Well, she turned around. She said,
Did she make
"Do
you
wanna
watch it?"
I said, What's the film about? And she went, "It's a guy who hires a prostitute for a weekend." And I was like, "Sold! I want to watch that film."
Get in there.
Disappointed was I.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, "Yeah, I'll watch that." Yes. No.
And then it was a no.
It's just a soppy love story. And I'm like, I wonder how many men says, "Oh, this Pretty Woman. I've heard the storyline. I'll come and take you to. We'll go to the cinema to watch it." Oh yeah. So disappointed.
Well,
Yeah.
my interesting fact about this is that the end of the film is totally different to what the original script was. The original script, I think, and the whole film was much darker.
Mm.
And the ending was supposed to have been him driving off in a car and just leaving her. Yeah, the whole film in general was a lot darker in the original script. And then whoever, and it was like, oh yeah, let's just like liven it up a little bit.
Yeah, they got to make it lovely, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just like flowery it up a little bit.
Nia says it's a tune. Junie says she slipped in without us noticing. We have. You've got lines to do.
Junie, little Spoonie.
Susan can't stand any of it, as we all know. Mahmoud,
No.
R.I.P. Maria. Is that the lead singer of Roxette? She died.
Yeah.
Years back.
Oh no.
Yeah, she did die a few years back.
Yeah. Nespresso says my favorite film, Word Perfect. So that's pretty much how my wife is like this. Because actually, I was going to try and find the DVD, but I couldn't because I was going to go big mistake, and hold up the DVD, but couldn't find the thing. Nia saying she loves a power ballad, and Michelle saying, I think I read that this song was originally a Christmas song. You are right. There's been 4 versions of this song being released. The original being called It Must Have Been Love, open brackets, Christmas for the Broken Hearted, close brackets. But it was only released in Sweden. Yeah, it was only released in Sweden and got number 4. Then
if you could have made it any worse for Susan, they would have if that had happened.
Sorry, I've been corrected on mistake. Big mistake. It isn't. It's mistake. Huge mistake. So there you go.
Yeah, huge mistake. Yeah.
Huge mistake. Yeah. There was a Spanish version released in 1996, which got to number 6 in Spain, but nowhere else. Then in 2015, they released a 25th anniversary re-release of this version, which was massive, which was huge. So it's here. This version was by far the most popular. It sold 9 million copies worldwide.
Yeah.
It got to number 1 in Australia, Canada, Denmark, Norway, Spain, Switzerland, Zimbabwe, and US, where it was the second best-selling song of 1990 and is still the 203rd best-selling song of all time over there. Only got number 3 in the UK. So we do not follow the straight road that everyone else does. But still the 19th best song of the year. And this was all pretty much on the back of Pretty Woman.
I really like the song.
Yeah. Can't really show you much of the video.
Yeah, again, it's totally a radio song.
But Richard Gere, I'm not a fan of Richard Gere.
We'll skirt over the hamsters and everything, because allegedly.
Oh, God.
So, quickly move along. The music video is basically the duet in a warehouse with a bed, some sheets, and a wind machine. So there you've got the bed. There you've got the sheets with the wind machine.
Wind machine.
Which was very 80s.
Yeah, very 80s.
Yeah,
going into
totally.
80s. So yes, that was it. But yeah, that was Pretty Woman, one of the biggest songs of the year. And then we move on to Phil Collins with Something Happened on the Way to Heaven.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you were like me. I know this song, but I didn't know the title. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, yeah, I know this song. But I wouldn't say it's one of his biggest hits.
I knew it. I know it. And I do like it. I like Phil Collins in general. But what's with these blinking videos that he tries to do? Like the whole dog thing. Dog's dreaming about a silent movie. Then the dog wakes up and then he goes to
the concert, or he's on the stage. Yeah, it's all a bit wrong.
And then he nicks the food off the table. It just was like, what?
Junie D says she has a wind machine in her bed, but not like the one in the video. It's called Paul. And Susan's saying Phil in his lovely knitwear, very rock and roll. Yes.
I think he's one of his less offensive. It's not. You can't not like Phil Collins. He's, a boppy sing along. This is not his best.
Well, that's what I mean.
No.
It's like,
And I got a looky likey for this video, and it's
Oh.
the dog.
It's the dog, right?
It's the dog. It's go on. I was going to say it's Pippin from Come Outside.
yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
that.
I should have done. I could have done the whole theme tune. Can you name this dog? And I'm positive that was Pittman from Come Outside as well. So yeah, I do not like Phil Collins, Sharon. Phil doesn't offend me as much as Elton, though.
Yeah.
That's from Susan. The beginning of this song though is like an intro, like from, I don't know, from like a award show or like a.
It reminds me of something, but I just cannot put my finger on what.
Like please
the whole
welcome to
intro
the
bit.
stage,
I don't know.
Mr.
Yeah.
Elton. Well, it shouldn't be Elton John. Mr. Phil Collins, and it's just like.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, Pippin.
Yeah, and it is just like, I don't know, like an intro music, you know. As you were seeing the music video though, is we have Pippin there. It is like a silent movie. This dog, like I've put down here, this music video is again Phil Collins trying to make mini movies.
Yeah, exactly what I said as well. Yeah.
Like none of what he's done in the last couple of things that we've seen him has ever made sense. It just doesn't make sense to the song.
Yeah, what?
You know what I mean? Just
the whole dog's eye view really made my head hurt.
Yeah. Because basically, the music video is just Phil Collins on stage with his band, and he's probably thought, "Oh, there's going to be a live stream in the future who are going to criticize bands who just have a music video where they have bands on stage."
Laney, I think Phil needs one of those thingies for his head. What are they called?
American. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a Merkin.
He might need 3.
But it isn't just him on stage, so he's jazzed it up and have a dog wandering around the set. And basically every time it sort of cuts into black and white, it's through the dog's eyes, like you were saying, Lainey.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
And then it made
vision.
Made him look taller. When the dog was looking at him, he looked taller for whatever reason.
Susan says he needs to get to Elton's factory. There you go. And Julie said he definitely needs something. But there is 2 unnecessary clips. What Phil Collins, I think, has put in for humour, where he gets this guy who unnecessarily stands in dog shit. It's just like lovely.
Oh,
that's like a Mars bar, isn't it?
And then this guy,
yeah, it's like a toffee, something. Oh my!
By the dog, and it's just like, yeah, Phil, we would happily just have you on stage playing with a band, and it would have saved us 10 minutes.
Yeah. I don't get the whole dog thing. I really don't.
Yeah. Only got to number 15 in the UK, got to number 4 in the US, but Canada got to number 1, and it was the 12th best-selling song of the year. So Canadians love Phil. So there you go. So moving on from them, we go to Hold On by Wilson Phillips.
Love this song. Another epic, I think.
Yeah.
It's probably
another contender.
It's the only one I know. I think they were probably big in America, but I've never. I couldn't tell you another song from them.
As we, it's two Brian Wilsons and 1 Mama and Papa. That's what we worked out.
Yes.
Yeah. Two Beach Boys and a Mama and a Papa. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've put. Yeah, it's like American musical royalty, really, from like the 70s. It's about China Phillips's addiction to drugs. I didn't realize that wasn't in the Wikipedia notes where I looked. So thank you very much for that, Junie. Susan saying Canada has no taste, but she does Now this is a tune. She loves this song. Junie loves this song. Nia loves this song. Michelle loves this song. I think
Oh,
this is the best song. Everyone seems to love this
I
song.
didn't realise this would be such a strong contender. I'm quite shocked.
Oh,
Really?
Michelle's saying they're on the
love
Masked
this song.
Singer.
Oh, the American version, I'm guessing.
It must
then.
be the American version of the Masked Singer. Mac Muller, was this song on the film Bridesmaids? Indeed, it was. It's like the main film, what the two girls like sing together. Then they sing at the end, and I think the band's on at the end.
Yeah.
And Nespresso's also saying Wilson Phillips, awesome. So there you go. Everyone seems to love this song. I think this song is brilliant to wake up to because the way the song builds, it's like, and if you listen to this song, listen to it early morning just as you're getting out of bed. 7 is the alarm clock song if you can. It is a brilliant song to wake up to because the way it builds and it's sort of.
The
it's
video
about, like,
has epic views.
well, the video.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Go on, sorry, Neil.
Oh, no, sorry. I was going to say the video, the beginning of it, I'll just quickly squeeze past this. Oh, as we said, Bridesmaids. The beginning of the video is like, come to America, where Colorado has lovely views and wilderness. It's like the tourist board of Colorado's going, can you make a video for us? And it is just like sweet views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a similar thing, but I think the bit wherever they sat is somewhere in the studio. I don't think it's anywhere there. I think it's in a little studio. Yeah, I think all this is just like cutscene stuff, and then they're like there with the glaring lights, like there's some fake trees, and just sat there.
Well, this bit there.
I think it is real.
Yeah,
It might not be.
I mean that might be just like the local beach. That could be Barry Island, just down by me, where they can get to for like $7.99 return on the train.
Well, Makamula's just come up and says the blonde girl reminds me of Sally from Coronation Street.
A hair
Yeah.
shape.
Oh yes, yeah, totally. I can see that.
Yes. It's a rest. It's at a rest stop. Michelle's saying where they filmed this. Yeah, everyone can see that. Mac Muller, well done. Your lookalikes are more successful than what mine are because it would have been slated. As Malcolm's already said, it's from the film Bridesmaids. But it got it got number 1 in the US and Canada and was a best-selling song in the US in 1990. So this was the best-selling song. It won Single of the Year by the Billboard Music Awards and was nominated for a Grammy in 1991, but was beaten from a distance by Bette Midler. But when you see the cover of Bette Midler's here, take out the pink.
It's identical, isn't it?
And the photo, it's the same colour palette.
Yeah.
Browns, greens, it's like it's been done in sepia.
Yeah.
So it's quite the same colour palette. But yes, like I said, it only got to number 6 in the UK though. It didn't chart really high in the UK at number 6. But like everyone says, it's well loved song. But again,
yeah, I didn't realise it would be such a strong contender for a favourite. I really didn't.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
It's under what do people always put under YouTube videos? Underrated song. It's an underrated song. Coming on to another song, which for me is the best thing Prince has ever done, because I'm not a Prince fan. And
Well, what? What?
Not a Prince.
What did you just say?
Not a Prince.
You're not. Oh, right. Your mate Caroline, you need to get on the same freaking bench as her. Oh my
She
god!
probably likes Prince,
I'm just
to be honest.
so offended right now.
Yeah,
Prince is a genius. How can you not like Prince?
This is his best
My
thing.
God, I bet you there's so many songs you like that he's written and you don't even know.
Have you listened to When Doves Cry?
Yes. Crap.
Have you listened to Purple Rain in general?
Purple Rain is. I can't stand it. I don't know why people like it.
He didn't write that though, did he? His mates did. He's female, one of his female people did. Or two
Oh,
of them.
from the family or whatever they're called.
Aye.
Yeah. Well, this was originally wrote for the family. In 1985, but it was totally rearranged. That can be seen on the camera. You're throwing stuff across. So thanks.
Was that a flying aeroplane?
I think it was a sock because most of the stuff when they've come in, they've brought over because the washing basket's through a door there, but they can't get through.
Right.
Stuff's just getting thrown across. A lot of it's been thrown over, but not too high. So yeah, so they're not trying to hit me. Nia's saying this is another great tune, but so
Yeah.
I can get where you're coming from. This is epic too. Sinead's face is gorgeous and flawless in the video. Yeah, she does look quite like stunning in the video. Great song.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be controversial. This does my tits in. I actually put it in the banish bin.
Did you?
I did. Well, I tried to.
Did you, eh?
Work. Yeah.
With Junie D, this was her karaoke
Again,
song.
I get what you're saying. It's just so overplayed.
Overplayed.
So overplayed. Yeah.
It's just over. And it's like the worst part about it is if I hear it, I sing it, and that annoys me even more because I'll sing it and I get annoyed at myself for singing it.
Do you also sound like a screaming cat?
Oh
Like
yeah.
Junie's just admitted to.
Yeah, definitely.
Susan says screaming cat's good karaoke sound. I've heard much worse, so don't worry. It is probably her most famous song, I would say. This is her. Like every band has a song which you would say name a Sinead O'Connor song.
She's gone on,
90.
hasn't she?
Yeah. Oh yes, she's had some crazy nervous, like mental health. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this song was crazy. It was named, I think, someone named it as the world's #1 single of 1990 because when I was looking where it got #1, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Holland, New Zealand, Norway, Portugal, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, US, and West Germany. It would have probably been easier listing the places where it got number like 2 or 3. It was the second best.
Again, I think it's one of those things now you either love it or hate it.
Yeah. I think it is really. It is really well wrote, and I don't know, it's put together really well. Second best-selling song in the UK in the year, third best-selling song in 1990 in the US. It was a best-selling song in Australia, Canada, and Holland, so no wonder it was named #1. 92nd best-selling song of all time in the US. And like I say, the best thing since the Prince has done. The music video won 3 music video MTV VMA awards in 1990 for best video, best female video, and best postmodern video, which I don't really know what that means.
Well, again, was she also auditioning for Red Dwarf?
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Her, Elton John, they might have been in the running.
Yeah. Because basically that was it. And I get what you mean totally on this one. It is just like Holly, isn't it?
Mm.
No, not Holly. Holly. Is Holly the Holly?
No, it is Holly.
It is Holly, yes. I'm thinking Holly's the one with the H on the head, but that isn't that. To be honest, I don't really like Red Dwarf.
That's Rimmer.
Yeah.
You don't. Go and sit with your friend Caroline. Go and sit with your friend Caroline.
Colleague, because I got slated at work because
I was like, I'm doing my air quotes, colleague.
Friend, work friend. No, at work, I got a message off someone that says, "Oh, I've been passed the message off me friend rather than colleague," and I still get slated for that. Yeah, so yes, so everyone at work is a colleague now, not a friend, because I get slated. But yeah, the music video is just Sinead O'Connor, a singing head, basically, like you're saying, Holly. intercut with walking around some gardens somewhere. Don't know where, but there is a bit on it where it is like it's the really sad, like where she cries towards the end, and she did say there were real tears because she wasn't going to cry, but then she thought, no, I'm going to do this. So then she used some sort of like, basically she thought about her mum who died in a car accident in 1985 to, like, she was singing about this song about her, you know what I mean?
It is a very emotional song. I mean, you can't help but feel the emotion when she's singing
That
it.
makes me angry.
Just makes me angry.
It just makes me angry. It gets me angry. I can't help it. And the worst thing is, like I said, singing along, it just annoys me. And I don't know if it was just the overplayed of it, like constantly, and it's everywhere. And yeah, and even when we were reading the comments underneath, someone had said it was basically their love song because they first met to this song, and then a partner died 18 months later or whatever, and it was like their death song, wasn't it?
Oh,
Something like that, anyway.
Yeah.
You do realise I will sing it now when I see you at the Christmas time, Lainey, just for you. There you go. There's a promise from Junie for you, Lainey.
I'm sure it's much better than it does.
But Susan wants you to film it. I think, yeah, put it on. Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Junie's named the park. It's the Park of Saint Cloud. She's walking around. See how I can speak French. Parc de Saint Cloud. That is the Park of Saint Cloud, I think.
Wonderful.
There you go, multilingual. But let's move along to one of the most covered, if not the most covered songs of all time. Righteous Brothers and Unchained Melody.
Now, this is an epic song. His voice is amazing and very effortless when he sings. And I think I did a reaction to this song on my Reacts channel, and I think I said that he had the ability to melt off ladies' underwear, like with his voice. I think that was
yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I think again it's that thing, isn't it? It's when singers or where performers could actually sing. There was no putting things right. There was no auto-tune.
No. And in the fact that when you watch him, he just is so effortless, even on the like really high bits. Like he looks like he's just talking. It's madness.
Yeah, no effort, no strain.
Yeah, Susan and Michelle are both saying great tune, but overplayed. Michelle said it's one of the best songs ever.
It is. It's an epic, absolutely epic song. But I agree on the overplayed, and I also agree on what Susan said before when we were chatting, which was, it's a song from 1965. So to put it on now, it's not from now. Like, do you know what I mean? Kind of doesn't make it right. It's the same with the Steve Miller Band song. That was a 70s song. So. And I know there were
I see what you're
re-released because of the film Ghost, and that was re-released because of the advert, etc. But it's not right.
Yeah, well,
again, Ghost. Oh my God, another classic
film. When you need one, here you go. This is why it was re-released, like you just said.
No, see, no. Do you know what you should have put up? You should have put up the Naked Gun one. With all the arms and the legs and the feet.
Yes, Junie, it was covered by Robson Jerome, because I can remember my mum when Robson and Jerome covered this song. She was like, "Oh, just ruined this," and she absolutely hates that track. Loves this. I can remember this being out. My mum going, "Oh, I just love this song. Absolutely love this song." But Robson and Jerome on, she absolutely hates with a passion.
Because Robson and Jerome can't bloody sing.
That that was just re-released after the song on Soldier Soldier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know who's called it? Simon Cowell.
Mm.
Simon Cowell, before they heard the thing on there, was they thinking, I think there'd been requests, like, he'd heard there'd been requests, like, oh, are they going to release this or whatever.
Did they not want... Does my memory serve me right? They didn't want to do it?
Yes.
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah.
I think he persuaded them.
Yeah. And he eventually persuaded them, and then they went on to have a few, like, Up on the Roof and other songs. And
they did well, didn't they? That #1 album and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to #1 with that, and Susan's just put there, Gareth Gates also covered it. Again, Simon Cowell's fault. And he also got to #1 with it. Not the only artist to get to #1 with it, because even though everyone, I think, knows it is a Righteous Brothers song, it was first composed for another film in 1954 called Unchained. And then in 1954, it was covered. It was in in 1954, in the US charts, there was 3 versions of the song simultaneously in their chart.
Jeez.
That's
really? Wow.
In the UK, there was 4 simultaneously in the charts.
Wow.
So that's how crazy that is. In that year, though, in the US, 3 of the songs got to #1. There was Les Baston, Ray Hamilton, and Al Hibbert got to #1 in the US. And in the UK in 1955, Jimmy Young and Al Hibbert got to #1 over here. So it's just showed you how many times it's been covered. They reckon over 670 artists have covered it to date. 670.
And the rest. I think if you went on YouTube, there's going to be a ton.
Oh, yeah, there'll be loads of just random acts and everything covering it. June, you can remember Gareth Gates. And this is why I never want to listen to this ever again. But this is the thing. This is possibly the best version of the song.
Definitely the best version.
Yeah, it was
definitely.
originally released in 1965, so 10 years after that battle in the charts. Got number 14 in the UK chart, and then got to #4 in the US charts. However, the re-release in 1990 got to #1 in the UK and was the best-selling. It knocked off, who did I say before? I think it would knocked off Beautiful South from #1 and ended up becoming the #1 selling song of the year.
Yeah. Again, do you know what I mean? When this comes on the radio, if you're not like in your car singing, hitting them high notes, then you need to leave.
I do like this song. So I'll back off the step, I think. But it's possible. I would probably say it with all these different #1s. It's probably the song which is charted most at #1. I would say as well. I couldn't find anything about that, but yeah. But there's no actual official music video for it. But generally, what was always played was the live performance from the Andy Williams show in 1965.
Oh yeah. Now, see, do you know what I think happened here? I think his suit was originally meant to be white, and I think his mum washed it the night before, and there might have, a red sock might have got in there. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and go."
Yeah.
Are you off to bed now then? Good, not yous on the chat, by the way. These two here. Right? Good night. Stay upstairs.
Good night again.
Good night.
They're off. I'm not going to tell them because they've been up and down all the time. But yeah, I definitely think that I've never noticed that before. But yeah, it's just off pink, isn't it? It is just like it's been.
Like someone's died it accidentally.
Yeah. But the next person, I'll skip through a few slides. The next person who's on here didn't have that problem because she has a white suit on in the music video. It is Belinda Carlisle with "We Want the Same Thing."
Yeah.
It's for me. It's pretty much of a muchness. I'm not keen. It's this and Heaven Is a Place on Earth. It's just all a bit meh.
But I think this is a bit more rocky. Is that the right way of putting it?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Rocky.
Where it's like
Yeah.
Heaven's Place on Earth and
Leave the
oh
light
my
on
God.
for me.
Leave Your Light On For Me.
Yeah.
I think they were a bit more poppy, maybe. But I like this
Yeah,
song.
again, I think she's one of those ones that comes on the
Favourite.
radio, you'd be singing along.
Yeah, it's not a song I would turn off, but it's a bit for me. It's a long. It's quite similar.
I also think as well, in the video,
Yeah.
where the side view is, I think she looks very much David Bowie-esque, is what I want to say.
Oh,
She
right.
almost looked. Yeah. Like she got that sort of side part in hair, and just reminds me of David Bowie.
Yeah, and Susan was just obsessed about the rugs on the floor.
Yeah, she's just said.
Oh,
my
yeah, the
first
rugs on the floor.
Is why she's had 3 rugs. I wonder if she was bidding on Nick's as well in your recent charity auction.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a spot with a Michelle saying for spontaneous yoga. There you go.
Spontaneous yoga.
Michelle has never heard this song before though. I'm surprised at that because did it chart in the US? I don't think it charted in the US. It got number 6 in the UK. The thing is, the opening of this, just wants me to say every time I hear that is teacher, leave our kids alone. And I don't know, it is just hey. And I'm not keen on the song. There's not much I found on it. The music video is, like we say, Belinda in a white suit.
Yeah. Actually, do you know what? I take that back. She actually looks a little bit more like Mick Hucknall by there.
She looks slightly deranged in that image.
Yeah, she looks kind of weird and odd.
Yeah, it might be the lighting on that. But yeah,
it could be. It could be just not the flattering.
But the music video is just like, the rugs were probably used to cover up the spots where Phil Collins' dog had been. Yes, really.
Probably true.
Junie's saying it's a bit net as well. But the music video is Belinda singing in a white suit on stage, intercut with films of her on her jollies, her frolicking with Riley. I don't know who Riley is, but frolicking with Riley. And also being in a masquerade. I don't get that bit. There's just like a masquerade ball bit just slotted in somewhere. And it's just, she must have had extra money to spend on the music video and just thought, oh, I fancy getting dressed up. What did you say there, Leonie? Sorry?
I said, we've got £3 left. Let's get one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can we buy for £3? This mask! Yay!
Yeah. Oh, we can get some sequins and stick them on. Yay! Let's
Yeah.
It's
a bit odd.
Nespresso said, Macamoodle's made us spit the drink out. And then we move on to the final song. So from a bit of a meh song for me to what I would consider the worst track of this evening.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I think Belinda looks... Oh, yes, she does look a bit like Priscilla Presley. Especially
in that one there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, in that one, yeah, definitely in that one, sure.
So this week, when there's been so many lookalikes, I have not had one single lookalike.
See, this is the thing.
Well, you need to put some more effort into it.
Nobody can guess yours lookalikes. So maybe we should just do the lookalikes for you and send you them beforehand.
Yes, if anyone's got any lookalikes next week, send us them.
Well, what do you say your looky like it was? It was Beyonce, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It was. I had a lookalike. Oh, it's right back. Oh, let's go all the way back. Rewind. It's this lady here, the one who isn't the pink lady. I thought she looked a bit like J-Lo.
Oh, that was it, J-Lo.
J-Lo?
No.
J Lopez?
No, she does not.
It's nothing like
yes,
that.
so that's why I never put it in.
Nothing like her.
That's why I found a photo.
And that's because she looks nothing like her.
Let's move on to status quo.
Yeah, go back. Go back to the double denim dads.
Oh.
Double denim or triple denim? Triple denim.
They've probably got
Triple
denim
denim
underwear on
dads.
and denim socks, knowing them.
Yeah.
We used to sing rude songs to their songs most of the time.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently no one else sings these rude songs
But I don't know.
apart from Lainey.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm sure the chat will confirm, Lainey.
Michelle has just said Rosario Dawson. Yes, she does look. So it wasn't JLo I was thinking of. It was Rosario Dawson.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
She's off. He Got Game, which is a basketball movie from the 90s, which probably no one's seen.
Oh, right, okay.
But yes, she does look like her. So thank you for that save, Michelle. Even though nothing like JLo. Makamula, yeah, although I like Core, this is a mess in my opinion. Well, I thought this Status Quo had seen the success of Jive Bunny the year before and thought, we can do that, but we can do it all ourselves.
Yeah.
And then when I was reading into it,
That's-
if you have a look on this, and it says, oh, can I move it? Yes, where it says, like, it's live, Sonny, and then there's, like, a mock that's supposed to be a bunny, which was drawn on there.
Yeah.
Really? Come on, that's just a lame. That's just a lame get-out clause.
And
Just because they sing it live, it doesn't mean it's not. They're not secret Jive Bunny fans. I call crap on that.
It's not Jive Bunny fans. They were having a go at Jive Bunny and saying, "Yeah, you can just
really?
Look, we can do it better." Obviously, not that successful at it because it didn't really. Well, actually, it shockingly got to number 2 in the charts, which is mental. It was the 36th bestseller of the year. So that's the
really.
Yeah, 36th bestseller of the year.
Wow.
I don't think I could
That's a
dislike
disappointment.
Status Quo more than I already did, but this song has achieved the impossible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I've written on my notes? Do you know what I've written on my notes for this? Sad ending. Because like this has just been such a banger of a side.
Oh,
and this just like at the end, it's just like a massive kick in the kahunas.
Yeah. Nia never knew this. I didn't know before because I was like, the Anniversary Waltz, is this? I thought, oh, it might be one of their songs. You'll probably know it.
Yeah, I didn't know it was called that.
And I've never heard it. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, what's this? They're just taking a load of songs and put them on. They're terrible. The songs in what's included in part 1. There's a part 2 as well, by the way. This is only part 1. Part 2 didn't do as well. It only got number 16 in the charts.
Oh, there's a surprise.
But they
I was going to say, what smugness have they got, though, as well? How smug are they to go, oh, look at Jive Bunny. No, which is all like, all right, mixes and stuff. And we go, oh, we can do the same, but we'll sing it. Smug gits. No.
And not even do it once, but think, we'll have a part 1 and a part 2 because we're going to build it for all
and a part 2.
Yeah. The songs
they were like,
part
ka-ching,
1,
ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah. I think this one is down, deeper and down. Yes, it is. Michelle never heard of Status Quo before this. I won't be looking.
That's probably a good thing. That is a good thing.
We apologise profusely, Michelle, for introducing you to the Quo. Very much
we're so sorry.
Dad band back in the
80s and 90s.
I remember my dad loving them. And they've done a lot of
Double
this.
denim dads.
Yeah.
They used to do this a lot with the guitar. Did they kick off Live Aid as well? Were they the first band to play Live Aid?
Yeah.
I think they kicked off Live Aid as well. But part 1 of this goes through the songs which they cover is Let's Dance, Red River Rock, The Wanderer, which they have covered before when they actually done it. They released as a single. I Hear Knockin', Lucille, Great Balls of Fire, and Kiss Me Baby, It Feels Good. All should never have been covered. All done originally so much better.
Yes, yes, totally.
Yeah. They did play it live. It's amazing how much, because they've done they're on Do They Know It's Christmas as well, the Band-Aid single. Because I can always remember there's one point, I think they're all getting the photos taken, and standing at the back, out of shot of the photos, is, I want to say Lionel Rossi, but it's not. What's his name?
Rick.
No, Rick Parfitt's the other one. It's
Yeah.
someone Rossi, the lead singer with the ponytail. He's at the back and he does like a joke
Yeah.
into the camera, and I think he didn't want to be in the video
Potato.
in there like the. Who? Sorry,
Potato Rossi. Just
Potato Rossi.
Rusty.
Francis Rossi. Thank you, Malcolm. It's
Francis, yeah.
Francis, who will forever be called.
That's
Potato.
it, Francis Rossi. That's
Yeah.
it.
Potato Rusty.
Potato.
Yeah,
Potato Rusty.
yeah.
It's not even the right thing. But anyway.
The music video, though, however, is it's basically there's a 21st anniversary waltz with all these young hip kids and Status Quo are playing inside the jukebox. So every time someone changes a song, that's when the song changes or it gets knocked. Oh, right. So Michelle's saying, well, Dan Aykroyd made it into We Are the World. We all make mistakes. I didn't realise Dan Aykroyd was on We Are the World. That's crazy, that. But Status Quo, as I was saying, for people who didn't know, they've always done this and done like, they didn't make it in, but there's a lot of their fans did do air guitar through this.
Oh, there's a bloody surprise.
It's just really...
Like, that's what every dad does. Every dad ever.
Yeah. So
Also,
as we
make the
said,
mistake of wearing double denim.
double denim. I must admit, I did
Double
wear
denim.
back in. But isn't double denim coming back?
Back in the day, we know what you wore, Neil. We know.
It was supposedly did make a comeback for a little while, I think.
But is that over now?
I think it's over now, yeah.
It must have been double denim, but it's over now. But that is all 10 songs for tonight. Status Quo is the reason I never. What? Status Quo is the reason I never wear that bleached pale blue denim. Yeah, probably is. With your Slazenger, what was it? Was it Slazenger squash shoes or your denim green flash? I'm positive they used to always wear them like brown, not brown, like white with green on trainers.
Yeah. Well, that's Adidas in there with the white with the green. Almost Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Well,
Adidas.
I'm positive it was Dunlop Green Flash. I'm positive.
Oh yeah, Dunlops. I remember that.
Oh, Dunlops. Yeah.
But yes, that is all 10 songs for the night. So please, people in the side chat, put your best song and Status Quo's for your worst, because I think that's going to be it. I was all ready with the facts about the next song, but you will have to save for next time, Junie, next week. But yes, save it. Brilliant. But yes, best and worst songs, people. So, Lainey, I'll start with you.
Right. Okay. So we'll start with the best. With quite a few decent ones. There's not one. Well, I think Roxette are quite decent. And The Righteous Brothers is an epic song, and Wilson Phillips is epic. But I think I'm going to give it to The Beautiful South, The Little Time, because it was of the time. The video was also epic. Brianna's voice was epic. There's loads of epics in that bit, so I think definitely giving it to The Beautiful South. As for the other side, I really can't stand the Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares to you. However, I do get its popularity. I think it was just because it was overplayed. It makes me angry because I hate singing it for some reason. I do love Prince and he did write it, and it is really good in that sense. Then I'm going to give the worst to Status Quo, because you can't take those songs that are already brilliant and then try and mess them about. So there you go.
Right. Sharon.
I'm going to echo Lainey's sentiments there. Number 1, Beautiful South, without a doubt. I love Beautiful South. I've got Carry On Up the Charts on my playlist. The voices, all of their voices, just so good. Again, some other strong contenders, again, as I say, Righteous Brothers, they can also sing. But yeah, Beautiful South for me, definitely top up there. And Worth, again, Status Quo, what were they thinking? Like, come on. Don't. Just go home.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah. Well,
It's
I'll agree with
atrocious.
Status Quo. Like I said, Status Quo is... But there were so many, like, Unchained Melody, great song, Nothing Compares to You, great song. Hold On, great song. Something on the way... Good song, not great. It Must Have Been Love, good song for me. Sacrifice, meh. Good song, not up there. The Joker, really like that song, really good song. I think it's a really good song. Little Bit of Time, really good song. But I'm going to have to go for Wilson Phillips and Hold On. It's just, you will have to play it in the morning. Get up song. Sarah does your alarm clock tomorrow morning. So let's have a look at what other people say.
No, I don't have to get up in the morning. No.
In the afternoon then. Macamoon.
That'd be good.
Best is hard to choose, so I'll go for Roxette. And where's Roxette? And worst, Status Quo. I think I know where it's going for worst song.
Yeah, they've got it in the bag, along with that denim.
Several good songs for Sue. Whoa!
Yeah.
Can I take a screenshot of this, right? Please. Yeah. Let's take a screenshot. Several good songs for me on this album. Let's all take a deep breath. First time it's ever happened. But best for me is Beautiful South.
Yeah, there is. It's a strong side for sure. It's a strong start.
Would still listen to it today. It's so fresh. Michelle Wilson Phillips, Hold On. Worst song, Status Quo. Good choices there. Good choices, Michelle. Nia, It Must Have Been Love is the best one. So there's another one for Roxette.
Wow.
And Quo is the worst again. Landslide for Quo here.
Yeah.
Although I can't bear to listen to Elton John, my hatred for cover version means that Status Quo is worst of the week. They were thinking Bank Sharon. They were trying to make money to get a decent haircut.
No, they were just trying to make money. They were like, "Oh, yeah, I see a niche in the market."
Best, Beautiful South, and worst, which I think makes it unanimous here. I don't think there's anyone else left in the chat, but unanimous worst is Status Quo, the Anniversary Waltz, and the best is Beautiful South, A Little Time. So,
woo! Go Beautiful South.
Roxette got 2, Hold On by Wilson Phillips got 2 as well. So yes, Little South, Beautiful Time. I can actually take that to Caroline now and go, in your face.
Yeah, in your face, Caroline. Go and watch my stream and we'll tell you. Beautiful South's awesome.
I think there might be. I think Susan's just asking, is it the first time we had the unanimous worst? Possibly.
That could be a possibility, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we've had unanimous best or worst. Even on some of the worst sides of some of these, there wasn't a unanimous one. Usually because Stu was picking some random Marillion track.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all Stu's fault.
Yeah, because everyone loves Marillion.
Marillion. Stu really got into Marillion, started listening to like the albums on Spotify and everything, so...
Yeah.
But yes, that is part 1 of... Now that's what I call 18. Oh, I just love that I've got the arm. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming along. So thank you, Bad Wolf Susan, Junie D, Michelle, Makamula. I've got Nia somewhere up here as well. Thank yous all for coming. Have I missed anyone? Apart from yous two, thank you very much once again for Sharon. And Lainey,
thank you for having us on again.
No worries, no worries. Thank you both for coming along. And we will see you next week for part 2 with some more, not possibly as good. It'll be as good as this side.
Will it though? But will it though?
Everything is good because we'll be here.
Yes.
I can see
But the thing
one.
is, we'll be here. Will you be here?
Will I be here?
Yes.
I will be here.
Good.
Yes, I will be here. So yes, look out for when it is on, because like I keep you on your toes. A lot of people are confused. And like I was saying to these two lovely ladies, if you've got an appointment for Tuesday, do not go tomorrow and turn up and wonder why no one is there. Because it is Sunday.
Tomorrow is not Tuesday yet.
Yeah, tomorrow's not Tuesday. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. Don't bring Marillion up again. I'm sorry. Stu loves them. Yes, everyone have I'll echo Nia's sentiments. Everyone have a good week. Yes, all.
Yeah, have a good week, everybody.
We will see you. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you very much. Seeing great tracks and some great tracks and 1x1. Night all. Cheers and good night all. Yes. So Lainey, have you got anything you want to advertise coming up?
Nope.
I don't know why I went really slow. No. Well, if you haven't, we will say good night and wish us all a good week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.